You can't handle the truth.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Thomas Free Me TV and Podcast Show. This is Thomas Free Me, and this is Saturday Night Cell Block. How is everybody doing tonight? I pray everybody is healthy, happy, sane, as much as you can be in today's climate. And we're going to get into that with Mr. Paul tonight. Special guest, Mr. Paul Kratsas. We're going to get into, just talk about, man, we're just going to chop it up, me and Paul, man. You know, so a lot of times, Paul and I, we just have general conversations on the side, man, that afterwards we're like, man, we should have recorded that right there. So, you know, I'll bring them on from time to time and we'll just chop it up. So going into the holiday week, next week, there will be no Thursday night Get Right, as of course it is Thanksgiving. And I, you know, be doing my thing, and I pray that everybody will be doing their thing. And that'll be it. We'll be back Saturday night. So let me go on and switch on over to Mr. Paul. Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
All right, partner. What's going on with you up there, man?
Not much. I'm waiting for you to come back up and visit, or me to come down there. Hey,
Well,
this
what?
made me remind me about something. You know, because you down in Florida, right?
Yeah.
I got a title down there. I might need you to pick up for me, and next
Okay.
day air it for me.
Okay.
You know where Punta Gorda is?
Punta Gorda, yeah. That's a little. That's about maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours south of me.
Man, I need that title so bad.
Okay.
Well, I talked to my partner tomorrow and see if we can how he's got to go about getting you authorization to pick it up, and then FedEx the next day. I'll give you the money and money for your troubles.
Okay. Yeah. No question. So you're up in Baltimore, so the people know. How cold is it up there right now, man? It's too cold for me. You're talking about me coming up there to visit.
It's cold out here right now. It's probably in the 40s, high 40s.
No. Yeah, you're gonna have to come down here, partner.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come down here, partner.
How far away are you from Orlando?
I'm only about an hour and a half from Orlando.
North or south?
Directly straight across.
Oh, okay.
Straight
To the
across to the west. To the Gulf side.
All right.
Hey man, to all the people, salute, man. Salute. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Stay out of your emotions. And just have a good time, man. Show a lot of love. So what are we gonna talk about, man? We were talking about FTX before and everything that was going on with that. You know, a lot of people really don't even understand what FTX is. They don't even know the gist of what happened. They probably get a little scrape of what's going on, but these people really have no idea. So,
I mean, just a few weeks ago, when I heard a little bit about it, I basically said what was going on, what's going to happen, and the reason being is because if you read history books, everything kind of repeats itself, and that thing looks pretty deep to me, you know.
yeah,
So it looks like money was going to Ukraine from the government. Then from there, it was going from Ukraine back to the company, you know, and from there it was going to Democrats for election and whatnot.
that's right.
You had all kind of Democrats running, hitting him up like, "I need money, I need money." Come on, he's funding them.
He funded a large portion of the Democratic Party with millions and millions and millions of dollars. We're talking about Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried was an individual, a young guy, who convinced people that he had like a Bitcoin. You know, I guess an easy way to explain it for people to understand that he had his own specific Bitcoin, which was FTX. right? You know, you have all these different coins, cryptocurrency coins that are coming out. You have, you know, Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum. These are some of the top ones. So he had FTX. Now, mind you, he had all kinds of athletes, ranging from Tom Brady to who was the other athletes? Shaquille O'Neal, right? So he had all of these athletes that were advertising for FTX, and it was a scam the whole time. And what Sam Bankman was doing, from my understanding, now this is the ignorant understanding of it, but from my understanding, what he was doing was he had this type of cryptocurrency that was a ghost. It was a phantom, but he was taking it to the banks and was getting loans off the banks to grow his business. And people were just investing really in nothing. People were just putting their money in nothing. And then this guy accumulated some odd billions of dollars, and then just took off. So now you have, which we don't hear about in the news, you have Tom Brady, who was the face of FTX, right? So my understanding, he had damn near almost 3/4 of his whole fortune wrapped up into this here. And then you had Shaquille O'Neal and other entertainers that were advertising, promoting for FTX. And now these people are coming after them now. Like, where's our money?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I seen it from a mile away that I wouldn't want to be part of that. You know what I mean? If it ain't tangible and I can hold it, you know, then I don't want no parts of it. You know?
And
the
that's the
stock market's going to wind up going down, you know?
it's a very shady business, man. But you know, and then what ended up happening was you had the company Binance that was going to go in and possibly save FTX during this collapse. And when Binance went in there and looked at the books, they were like, man, we're not touching this. We're not touching this at all. The books, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. Binance backed out of the deal. They said, we don't want nothing to do with it. And then FTX collapsed. Came down like the world. Well, let me not say that. But you know what I mean. It came crashing down.
Well, if you ask me, the guy, Friedman, he ain't nothing but a puppet for the puppet master. This is way bigger than him, and people above him controlling this whole thing. Ain't nothing. He's just a gopher boy, you know, someone to take the downfall, someone to look pretty for the face of the company. He ain't nothing.
He's the GOAT. Because it's funny, isn't it funny? Isn't it ironic how all of this happens right during the election and right after the election? You know what I mean? Right. But meanwhile, they've already got all the money from him. Right. They already got from them what they needed. Right. And now it's feed him to the wolves. We don't have to protect him no more. It
was propped up with government funding. And then the government funding is over because the election's over.
I sure would like to see Sam Bankman come out and start speaking on that.
He ain't going to know, then he'll wind up like old Epstein.
Epstein. Committing suicide in a cell, huh?
Suicide by murder?
Suicide by murder. He fell, what we used to say inside, he fell up the stairs?
Yeah.
So how you doing, man? This guy. So let me tell the people. So I go up here to visit this dude, right? And we're sitting around hanging out one day, kicking up stories. I'm out back and I'm smoking, I'm relaxing. He tells me, "Come on, let's go for a ride." So I'm like, "Okay, we jump in the truck and go for a ride." So next thing we do, we go down into the city, and
okay,
there's
I wouldn't get all off into that, but
so we get out there, and this guy's got me doing some stuff that I had no idea that I was getting ready to do. He just takes me on a run. So in the process of doing that, you know, I get my boots dirty, my pants dirty, and he's like, "Man, we're working boys up here." You know, it's like you got to be ready to work at any time. I'm like, well, now I know that, but you could have let me know that before we jumped in the truck. Like, hey, go, go change your boots or whatever. But
I didn't know it was going to happen like that.
hanging with Paul, you got to be. And let me tell you, they told me this. The people warned me. They said, man, when you hang out with Paul, you just got to be ready to go because Paul will just jump up and go and tell you to come on.
Yeah. Hey, I wish I was working so much when you came up here, always doing something. I ain't have really time to kick it. I mean, have a few drinks with you. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't even slow down, man. You didn't even slow down. But that's okay because I was in transition at that time too. You know, had a lot going on and it was cool. What it really allowed me to do, partner, you gave me the avenue to see something I've never seen before, which was going to DC and watch the fireworks that night. You know? Remember, I went into DC, I was sitting on the Capitol lawn puffing, watching the fireworks at the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
That was a nice experience for me, man.
I live 30 miles away and I ain't went down there yet.
Mm.
You know, was it any parking spaces down there?
Well, that was the whole anxiety of going in was what the hell am I doing? Because people are telling me to take a train down there. They're like, man, you'll never find a parking spot down there. Just take a train down there and then walk around. But that was kicking my anxiety into high gear because I'm in a place I've never been. I'm taking a train to a place I've never been. You know what I mean? I just couldn't do it. So I said, I'll take my chances and drive. And I ended up parking right next to the Capitol. You know what I mean? So I just pulled off and got out and found a little spot on the grass and hung out, man, But it's nice, man. It's historic. You feel the power in the air. You feel the energy in the air, no question. It's vibrant. You know what I mean? It's vibrant. The people are moving fast. People seem pretty nice in DC, but of course this was when it was, July 4th, but it was okay, man. It was a nice visit. I would like to go back and spend a little more time and go into some of the museums and such. See all the propaganda they got posted around everywhere.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. I need to get out this cold weather. Hopefully I'll come down and see you by Christmas time. I'll take and drive down there. I want to get a car down there, so I'm going to probably fly down there.
Yeah, come on down, man. Come on down. Come by the studio, and we'll shoot a little something from the studio. Hang out. Go to the Hard Rock. Hang out at the Hard Rock for a little while.
Definitely.
What do you guys got going on for Thanksgiving?
It's going to be, my second Thanksgiving out. So, and my first Thanksgiving at my own place. So.
That's right. You got a beautiful corner lot up there too, man. You got a nice place.
Yeah, so.
You have to send me the pictures when the snow falls, because I know your yard it'll look nice with that little snow cover on there.
Picked up a dog today.
You got a dog? What kind of dog?
I mean, it said on the paper, bulldog. That's what it said.
What color is it?
White and brown.
White and brown. Okay, man. So you got set up, man. You got your little house on the corner with a dog and a white picket fence.
Painted white, yeah.
It will be those shortly. That's all right, man. You living the dream, partner. 2 years out. And how long did you do?
29 in a few months.
29 years and a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right, partner. You're doing good, man. Proud of you. What's the key? What's the one thing that you could tell somebody coming home that wants to accomplish what you've accomplished in 2 years?
Take it one step at a time. Don't look to the future. I mean, just deal with the issues at hand. Deal with the problem that's in front of you. Cross that bridge, one bridge at a time. I didn't know where anything was going to lead me. I didn't look 2 years in the future. I say, you can say, I want to be here, so I want to have this in 2 years. I want that, and leave it at that. But enjoy the moment and enjoy yourself, And I mean, don't enjoy yourself to the point where you're at partying and all that, because I don't really do that.
Mm.
You know, I don't. There's time for partying, but I think that partying will come when I'm kind of comfortable where I'm at.
Well, elaborate on that some, so people kind of understand when you say enjoy yourself. Is it enjoying yourself of the success that you're doing, seeing yourself?
Wherever you're at, I mean, wherever you're at in your station in life, don't be so much that you want so much more and you're not appreciating what you got. You know what I mean? Appreciate what you got
Mm.
and enjoy what you got and be thankful for what you got. And, and long as you attract good energy and you're positive and stuff like that, you're going to attract and doors are going to be open, and that's what each step of the way, I mean, nothing I did by myself. Each step of the way, it's how you are. Opportunity presents itself, and you got to be ready. Whenever opportunity knocks, you got to be ready to open that door. But just do best, whatever you're doing right now, just try to do it your best.
Mm. Amen to that. And I mean, those are important keys. And it's keeping your opportunities open. Like use your eyes as a wide view and not have tunnel vision on one thing, because you'll miss so many opportunities focusing on one thing. And then if that one thing fails, you have nothing to fall back on. Because for me, being out every day, man, I experience opportunities around every corner. Every time I leave the office and go out, I'm meeting opportunities because I'm not focused on one thing. I'm just allowing the universe to deliver to me whatever.
Yeah.
And then I decipher between the two. Do I need it or do I not need it? If not, I cast it. If so, I remember it.
Yeah. One thing, it's like this, the universe will give you and it will take and definitely will give you. And, like I said, you gotta be appreciated, and thankful.
Mm.
Not and focused on the task at hand.
So after 27 years in prison and you being home too and accomplished the things that you've accomplished so far, what are some of the things that you're grateful for this week coming up? What are some of the blessings you're going to give over your turkey and your first turkey in the home?
Well, I mean, every time I eat a meal at my house, I'm thankful and I pray and give thanks to each meal I get, because my life was given back to me. I had no release date, but I didn't give up fighting. I knew in my heart that one day I would get out, and I just didn't know when, but I knew I would, and and that
And it
and
manifested.
was
That goes with what we're talking about,
and what happened was when when I met the guy that helped me,
Mm-hmm.
Carlos Bazin, and did my legal work. I didn't have the money at the time to pay him, and he did it for free. And I knew one day that I would meet a person that would look out for me, and he did. So let me fix this. And he did, and I saved every paper that I needed for that one person to come, and it worked out.
Where's Faison at now?
What is that again?
Where's Faison at now?
No, Carlos Bazin is
Oh,
he's
Bazin.
in I think it's Wyoming. He's
Wyoming.
got there. Wyoming or something like that. But he's going to come visit me soon.
How old were you when you went in, Paul?
27.
You were 27. Now, for those that haven't watched prior episodes with Paul, he goes into detail about him going in. But you went in. You actually took a gunshot to the head, right, to the mouth.
Yeah.
And you went into jail with that gunshot wound.
Yeah. 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 Finally, I finally got it. Most of it fixed when I got out. You know,
Yeah.
got my teeth fixed. You know.
Yeah, you guys have to go back and watch the story of Paul Kratsas to hear all of that. But so I guess some of the things I'm gonna be thankful for, man, is just even though all of what I'm facing now on my plate, on my shoulders, every day, from every moment I wake up to go to sleep, you know, I guess my grind, I'm still just thankful of the fact that, like you say, man, I'm here and I'm able to do this, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, I like to think that I'm really helping people and making people feel good about themselves, because I know that my life didn't change until I started feeling good about myself, you know. And I had to start digging deep to find things. I can remember, partner, one time somebody told me one time, Paul, they're like, man, let me show you something. He said, tell me all the things that you don't like about yourself. And I used to, man, rattle off, man, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that. He's like, okay, now tell me all the things that you like about yourself. And I had to sit back, Paul, for a minute and think, like, for one thing, what do I like about myself? And in that moment, I realized that I had to change that thought process, man. I had to shift that balance, because I can rattle off many things I don't like, but I have to think about one thing that I do like, and that's not good. But that shifted my life. It changed me, and that's what still drives me today at this point, is knowing that I'm helping people. You know, that I do count, I do matter, and I'm thankful for that. You know, I'm thankful for the fact that I still have my parents with me. You know, and that I can spend another holiday with them, because I've missed so much of that with them. So, and I'm thankful for a few other small little things, but at the end of the day, with in the face of all the lies and ugliness that we look at every day, man, I still kind of enjoy life, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot different than what we're used to. You know.
It's a lot different than what we're used to. There's no question. It's a hard adaptation for us guys like us, that we've been gone for so long, we've been unplugged for so long, and we come out and there's such a hard shift from when we went into now in society, man. Like people are crazy, but that's another story for another day.
Definitely. But the guys they're still in there, you know, and something's got to change. You think, you know, bring back parole or something for them guys, you know, because I mean, you figure Biden's been in there for a couple of years. They ain't trying to do nothing. Democrats had both houses. They ain't did nothing. You know, they could have
Ain't gonna
brought
do
back
nothing.
parole. They could have did a lot of things, but they ain't going. You know, they ain't trying to do nothing.
Biden spent his first 100 days overturning everything that Trump did, just to turn around and reintroduce it all like it was his own. This is what's crazy about America. This is what I don't understand. Like, this dude is up here on the stage bragging about lowering insulin. Trump did that 2 years ago. Talking about lowering gas. Trump did that 2 years ago, and you still haven't even brought it down to where he brought it down to. But you're introducing it like you've done something marvelous. This is a crazy society we live in, man. It really is. It really is. But again, that's a story for another day.
Yeah. So You helped that one guy get out that you was working on his case when you was up here. Did you get him out?
The one that I was up there for, no, James Griffin, no, he still needs a lot of awareness brought to his case. This other individual, John Merritt, I actually am getting ready to go and interview him at the prison here in the next 2 weeks, I think. So I'm going to start introducing his case onto the podcast as well, along with the interview with him. But he's a notorious case out of North Florida, Columbia County murder. I believe the victim, his name was Daryl Davis. So pretty high profile case, but it's crazy the corruption that goes in with these things. And then at the bottom, at the end of it, these officials are still in power. A lot of these officials are still in office. When I start calling for records and things like this, they want to know, why are you calling for this? What do you mean, why am I calling for it? Because it's public record. Well, not here in Columbia County, it's not. Okay. Their records aren't even online. Columbia County's records aren't even online, which it's been mandated that all counties' records are supposed to be online. So this is the type of stuff we're dealing with. That whole North Florida corridor, man, North Florida, South Georgia, Alabama, that whole area is just rotten to the core, boy.
I didn't even know that.
Rotten to the
core. A lot of
core.
wild stuff going on down there, though.
Did you see the video I put out earlier with in Camden County, Georgia, with the inmate Hobbs that was beat by the police in the cell? Like 6 police went into the cell, and a suicide watch cell. You know how they had the suicide watch cells.
Yeah.
So they brought an inmate in there and beat him dang near half to death. Caught it all on camera. And this happened way back in I want to say September, the beginning of September. This is just now breaking news now. And now the sheriff knew about it the whole time, but now he's trying to act like he's trying to investigate. You had this news 3 months ago. Now that it broke, you want to investigate. Why didn't you investigate back then? I'm telling you, man, that whole area is a one big Ku Klux Klan fest, man. It's crazy. I don't even like going up through there for real. But that's it, man. We're gonna let the people go. I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Little conversation between me and my friend Paul. Good guy up there in Baltimore. Too cold for me. But you know, this is what we do, man. We just chop it up. 2 ex-cons coming together, making sure we're okay, making sure everybody's all right, that we're surviving and thriving, do what we can, and we just wanted to wish the people a happy Thanksgiving this week, man. Please stay out of trouble. Stay out of these people's system. You know, stay out of these people's system.
I'd like to add one more thing about this. You know, over 25 years ago, I basically told myself that, why do I keep going to prison? You know, it's about money. I said, from this day forward, I ain't going to even entertain the thoughts of anything breaking the law, you know. And from that point on, I only thought about how to make money legally, you know. And so if you're out there breaking the law, it ain't worth it. You can get a 9 to 5 and make, you know, way more money in the long run, because you sit in there for 10, 20 years. That's all money lost.
That's all money lost. And it's not hard to make money, man.
Nah.
It's really not.
If you 18, 19 years old, you can get your CDL now. They lowered the age from 21. So I got my CDL already. I was only out a few months and got my CDL. It's easy. And you can make over 1,200 hours a week, anywhere between 1,200 to 1,800 a week. Get your own truck. You make $4,000 a week. You can get a truck, 15, 25, 30,000.
Man, I was just watching a truck auction this morning. Somebody was at a truck auction this morning, and some of these trucks, small cabs, some tow trucks were going for like $1,300-$1,500. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, you can get a tow truck for that. Man, you can make a killing with that. Now, me personally, I don't agree with it. A tow truck is fine, but as far as like repo services, I never want to make money off other people's misery ever again. That's what I was doing, dealing drugs, and I don't want to make money off other people's misery, other people's misfortunes.
You can help people broke down the highway, stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
But you can get a Ford, a Dodge 350, 3500 and haul cars, Copart, insurance, all.
I would love. That's a good idea, man. I would love to get one of those tow trucks, like you say, for Coming Home Coalition, man. And I'll just take donations to go around and help people on the highway. Free tows, free tire changes, stuff like that.
Yeah, that'll work.
You know what I mean? All right, partner. Well, you take care of yourself, man. Thank you for coming on tonight.
I want to give you a call about picking that up for me.
Yeah, call me in the morning and let me know. Cause tomorrow, yeah, just call me. We'll talk about it.
All right, I'll talk to my guy and see how it's got to be done.
All right, my brother.
All right, take care.
You stay safe.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Once again, thank you for tuning in, joining in. Please make sure to check out my foundation, www.cominghomecoalition.com. It is the holidays. We are out here grinding every day, and I'm not even ashamed to ask anymore. We need help. It's very simple for you to go and just donate $1 a month. $1 a month can help so much in what we do, helping feed the homeless, clothe the homeless. It's cold down here in Florida. Whether you Northerners believe it or not, it is to us. You see me. But, I mean, we re-entry programs, update coming up December 12th at 1 p.m. I will be meeting with the county commissioner out here in Tampa to get some of these programs that Coming Home Coalition has put together, start getting these into the community. So we need help, man. We need help from our community. You guys have really been slacking. I'm just going to put it out there. But we do need help. We appreciate it. But all in all, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys tuning in. But other than that, stay safe, man. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and just keep being your best self. Keep being kind to your neighbor, and let's just figure a way out. No matter how ugly they are in front of you, kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness, and it'll all work out. So, thank you. Thank you, Hillard. Until then, until the next time, I love you guys, man. If you haven't heard it anywhere else, you can always hear it from Thomas Free Me. I love you. I love you for who you are. Stay blessed. We out.